Hi, WebPT2 users. I wanted to show you how our new and improved integration for the 2.0 looks currently with Comprehend. So as you can see, there's nothing filled in here. All the fields are empty. Works the same way. Open up the extension, hit the add new visit sign. We pull in the patient information. In this case, it'll be James Cook. We're going to know, okay, this is James, and then you're just going to hit record as normal. Have your session, talk about what he's here for, his pain. Maybe you can say he's got 3 out of 10, low back pain, more on the left side of his back. He's been carrying the weight of the Buffalo Bills for a while. Overall, he's got no history of low back pain, but he's had to take it lighter recently due to the pain he's having during the game. He's been taking 600 milligrams of ibuprofen over the counter once a day before playing football. His prone press up test was positive on the left side for pain. All other mobility testing for the lumbar spine was good. Thoracic range of motion to the right for rotation was 35 degrees. To the left was 50 degrees of rotation in sitting. In standing, his rotation to the right was 40 degrees and to the left was 50 degrees. Hip mobility, left hip internal rotation was only 25 degrees, where the right hip internal rotation was 40 degrees. In prone, he had some tenderness palpation in that left QL, and his hip flexion was 100 degrees on the right, and left hip flexion was 80 degrees. So today, we're going to actually do some exercises too. So we started with some lower trunk rotations and posterior pelvic tilts in supine. 2 sets, 10 reps with a 30-second rest break. We're going to do some TFL smashing as well, and maybe some electric stim in prone to the lumbar paraspinals. We also tested the strength before we did the exercises as well, which strength in the left hip was 4 out of 5, right hip flexion was 5 out of 5, left hip external rotation was 4 out of 5, right hip external rotation 5 out of 5. Left hip abduction strength was 3 plus out of 5, where right hip abduction strength was 4 plus out of 5. His right and left knee jerk and ankle jerk reflexes were both normal. And this led us to do some TFL release with the lacrosse ball as well. We're going to see him twice a week, the next 4 weeks, work on his range of motion and strength, and get him moving pain-free. Hopefully back to playing football with no pain. So kind of what we would call a brain dump for an eval I did for James here. Once the transcript is complete, hit comprehend, and now real time, our AI is going to look at every field within 2.0, plus everything we said during this visit to be able to write the note directly into WebPT 2. You can see what it's currently working on. It'll tell you here, and you can see it in the background as it rolls through. It tells you what it's going to work on next, as well as showing you on here what it made its way through in real time. Updated the compliance score already for me, knowing that I hit every section I needed to. And that's something we can look into a little further on another video showing you how to customize compliance as well. But here it's showing you it's almost done with everything in WebPT 2.0. It's going to rate your goals. It's going to write all the objective numbers within the actual sections instead of just the comments boxes. So super customizable. As it goes through, you're able to customize still the same. Each section, you can actually do the view more and set certain sections to skip if you know there's certain sections that you're just not going to fill in. Makes it easy to customize there. Also during the note, if you have anything that you change in real time and hit learn, that's how you're going to update the note and train the AI on what the note should sound like and look like going forward. So starting from the top, shows you here, each section is filled in, all the subjective information I talked about. Here's the medication we talked about. Overall objective findings are there, but we actually fill them in the actual tables now too. So thoracic spine, I mentioned rotation, sitting and standing. I was able to get it perfectly. Hip range of motion I got, strength measures are in here. Everything's good to go. Reflexes are good. Flow sheet, even filled in the flow sheet. I had these open knowing that I was going to test these. This is what it did here. filled in each section. Same thing, wrote my assessment for me, wrote all my goals, and even in the goals now, we'll fill in every section. We know short term, time frame, the goal, did a couple short term for me, did a couple long term goals for me. And then again, these are all fully customizable as well. And going down the line, frequency duration is now input into the actual drop downs and still customize each CPT code with justification for each code. Happy to get this out to everybody and let us know if you have any questions.